Yo, what is up, guys? It is your boy Forte, and yes, your boy need a haircut. I'm gonna take care of that for the next video. I definitely just wanted to get this video out there because it's been a little bit of a conversation about what Microsoft's gonna do next once they close on the $70 billion of Activision Blizzard deal. Now, that deal hasn't even officially closed its books yet, and we're already looking into the future. So Take-Two seems to be another publisher that people are thinking that Microsoft could and should go after. Now, this is mostly taken from the Iron Lords podcast. Dustin Legary was on there and he talked about how he feels like Take-Two will be the next person or next publisher Xbox is going to try to acquire. And shout out to the Lords, shout out to Gaming Addict. He put a video up on this too. And I definitely just wanted to give you my take on this. Could this happen? Absolutely. That's not something we could have said 2-3 years ago. You know, when Bethesda was purchased for the $7 billion, a lot of people were thinking like, yo, that's crazy. Microsoft is really showing that they're trying to back and put Xbox at the forefront of what they're doing. And that was an amazing thing to see as an Xbox gamer or just gaming in general. But then swoop in 2 years later, Activision Blizzard came up. And yes, I think it was more of the fact that, yes, the stock price fell and everything. And then you just had them shoot in and say, yo, we're willing to pay a premium for this stock and bring you into the fold. And that's kind of what happened. Now, there's probably a little bit of things that happen, a little expedition on the back end. Of course, everybody wants to get the bag at Activision. So that's another reason. Plus, Activision just fits so many things that Microsoft wanted to get into, especially the mobile division. And I think people really downplay how important the PC side of the Blizzard side of Activision Blizzard is. So it kind of helps in two different realms, and Call of Duty just happens to be the singular game that kind of rotates around the console space. So with that being said, why would Take-Two be another amazing pick for Xbox to go after? Well, they also are a really good publisher that has a lot of games, a lot of pedigree, but they are known for two of the most important games that come out in gaming. And some people might disagree with something like NBA 2K, because I think NBA 2K is real important because it is an annualized franchise for basketball. It's the only one that's still technically standing because EA is kind of given up on the NBA Live license, and who knows if they're ever going to really do anything with that in the future. So 2K is like that annual release that always gives, you know, something back. And then you have the behemoth, Grand Theft Auto. Grand Theft Auto 5 came out during the PS3 and 360 generation at the very end, I believe in 2013. And it's been nothing but incredible to watch those sales numbers go through the roof. They're making more money off the premium edition of Grand Theft Auto that gives you just more, you know, spending power inside of the multiplayer than they are off the entire game. They're just pretty much giving the single player away at this point. So that is something that you will actually see underneath the Xbox umbrella. Grand Theft Auto, not to even mention games like Red Dead Redemption. They'll have the rights to stuff like BioShock. That's another amazing franchise that is under the Take-Two banner. You got the XCOM games that's underneath it. So there's a lot there for them to jump into. And at some point in the past, I would have never thought that Take-Two would have even been on the menu for Microsoft. But then Activision Blizzard happened, and that's $70 billion. Now, do I think this is going to happen? I do not, at least right now. I think it would have to be a lot of turmoil inside the gaming community or the gaming, you know, industry for something like this to happen. Like PlayStation picks up one or two different publishers. They get Square, they get Sega, or they get Square, they get Capcom. You know, Amazon comes to the table and picks up something like EA. And that might leave other entities to come in and pick up other publishers or just other developers in general. But that's how I think this would kind of shake down. I just don't think that Microsoft's in a place right now with all of the stuff that's going on with them and acquisitions. They need to start smaller and then build themselves back up to this big payday when it comes to something like Take-Two. I think they're better off going after studios that they have real relationships with, like Asobo. I think that is a studio that they definitely need to lock down, because yes, you do get all of the benefits because they do release those games on your platform, especially games like Flight Sim. You did get, you know, Plague Tales Requiem inside of Game Pass day and date. I just think at a certain point, you don't really want to play around with these studios. Remember Killer Instinct? They did have Iron Galaxy making that, and I believe it was Amazon, or yeah, I think it was Amazon that came in and swooped and grabbed that, or it might have been Google. Can't remember exactly who did. But now they have nobody that can make a Killer Instinct game. You know, we want them to go out and get, you know, people like NetherRealm from WB, which is another publisher that is out there with aspirations of probably being purchased. You know, it's been in the news, so we know it's definitely a thing. So they don't want to play around with these studios. They definitely want to make these acquisitions. Don't try to hit the Hail Mary by going after Take-Two just yet, because I don't think the regulating bodies will allow that to happen before other consolidations probably happen somewhere else inside of the gaming industry. And just hope that Take-Two is still there 3-4 years from now, or even 2 years from now, to see if you can make that push. But don't stop growing, because like Phil Spencer said, they're not done acquiring studios. This is not the end. Satya Nadella said the same thing. And I think this is going to be very interesting over the course of the next couple of years to see what Xbox is going to do. This is what people wanted. They wanted Microsoft to compete, and this is how Microsoft knows how to compete. They just thought nobody would ever see it happen in this way. And it's pretty cool to see. And with that, guys, please tell me what you guys think. Do you think that Take-Two should be the next publisher that Microsoft and Xbox should try to acquire? Or do you think smaller, bite-sized, you know, developers should be the ones they go after? Please let me know down in the comment section. And I really appreciate all the love on the last video. Really cool. Got close to 1,000 views on it already. And for me not having made an Xbox video in a while, really cool to know that you guys come out and support me like that. So I really appreciate you. Shout out to everybody that supports me. Enjoy the games that you're playing, and have a great week. Check you out for DBS Podcast Thursday nights, 9 p.m. on this channel. Going to be a blast with the homeboy Slow-Mo Backslap. Link to his channel in the description. Have a good day, guys. Peace.